run a full service real estate investing company. So we help people overcome their fears about getting started real estate investing. They either don't have enough time, they don't have enough resources. And so what we do is we build a lot of new construction properties. That's our big focus now, and help people unlock their retirement funds, maybe set up a self-directed account, et cetera, in order to invest in real estate, so that they're getting a cash flowing property from the very first day. And so we wanted to try to really reach a new audience through our YouTube advertising.
Yeah. And remind me how long you've been doing that? Quite a while.
Yeah, a number of years. I think since 2000, I started doing real estate investing and flipping and working on houses since 2007. But our company really took off probably in earnest around 2013, 2014.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, I know you just from working together those last couple months or so, it's been, I mean, I would highly recommend you guys to just seeing the work that you've done with other people to anybody out there that happens to see this that's in the space. So yeah, that's great. Appreciate the context there. Maybe just kind of moving into, as we've been working together, like I said, last maybe 2 months or so, what's just been your general experience coming into the program, where you guys were at maybe pre getting on, us kind of helping you get on to YouTube, and just what was your experience coming into the program and working with us?
When we started out, I had done some YouTube ads a few years ago, and it really didn't, the way that I think we had it set up wasn't done correctly. Now, before coming into the program, I was trying some different ads on YouTube that just weren't really hitting the mark. They weren't getting the traction that I needed. And I was, after going through the program, learning that I was not doing things properly, not layering audiences properly, doing some outdated targeting. So to go through the course and the modules to get up to speed really helped, because now I had a really strong frame of reference for contextually, like what works, what doesn't. So you're not just blindly throwing ad dollars at things. So that's where I was beforehand, and I was completely sort of disorganized in our approach to this. And it's been great. It's been great so far, because we've got a bunch of different ad sets that are now, as you guys like to talk about, sort of casting a wide net in the beginning. And now we're starting to really see the things that are working and converting for us, so we can hit the right people. And that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, exactly. And even as someone, you guys had run some YouTube ads in the past with whatever kind of success, and even just maybe being a little bit on the newer side to YouTube for you, like even in going through our trainings and our program, how would you say your level of understanding is for the YouTube platform at this point?
Well, what's funny is that I think I had a fairly extensive understanding of YouTube itself. We had, like at 140,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel.
Yeah,
so
you guys had a great channel going on, still do.
Yeah, so we had a lot of content. I mean, over 400 videos. I would be knee deep in keyword research and targeting different phrases that would really help people if they're searching for something in the real estate space. But that only goes so far. The organic side of YouTube only goes so far. And so putting a lot of time, attention, and effort into that piece of it. So I think I had a really deep understanding of what works and what doesn't on YouTube at large. But on the ad side, it's like a whole different school. It's like a whole different animal, because you really don't even need it. You don't really need a successful YouTube channel at all to start running successful ads. And I remember that advice from years ago, and I was like, that can't be true. It's true. I mean, you don't need 140,000 subscribers, right? You don't. You just need to understand the mechanics of running ads properly, and you can really do great business.
Right. Yeah, which is really cool. Yeah, so that's fun to hear. Looking some at our process, obviously we kind of had, you and I had our initial onboarding call, and you would have your call with James. We have our group calls on a weekly basis. Maybe just kind of take one or two things that have really stood out to you in terms of those resources that we kind of make available that you've gone through.
Well, it's been incredibly important because, you know, I've got 3 kids. I run a business, I run 2 businesses, and to be able to have that time to have those weekly group calls to go through as you're going through the course, as you're going through and setting up your ads, getting the feedback from everyone, um, is, to me, I mean, that's the whole reason I joined and became a part of this group, because, you know, I came to you guys because I knew I didn't know. I said, oh, look, I'm an empty cup here, so fill me up with the knowledge. And then to be able to think you're doing it correctly, and you mostly get it 80, 90% right, or maybe 100% right. And now it's just a matter of optimizing your ads and dialing things in a little bit and getting a better understanding of where you're at. That's where those group calls can really help dial in to hit that. You guys talk about hitting that bullseye. And so that's, I think, what we're doing right now. I'm excited about it. So my ads have been running for a few weeks. We're getting a lot of really good data from those ads. And now we can start to optimize and even go further and start and launch new campaigns also. You know, that's what I'm excited about. Try different things. Like, we have one main thing that we're focused on right now, which is getting people on the phones, but there's other areas that I'd like to really start to work into this matrix soon, which I'm excited about.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's great. And even just a last question here. I appreciate it. The going into just kind of what you guys have seen with some of the results with your ads this far. I know we are kind of trying a couple different things, but where, and even maybe just looking at prior to the ads that you guys had run and then results now, what is that looking like?
Well, we were having an issue where we were noticing the people that we were getting on the phones just lacked a level of education that we were hoping they would have prior to our calls. And I think by having these new conversions and new ads hitting with a level of education involved in that process up front is helping us on the back end with our team. You know, you're running a lot of, you know, perhaps cold traffic initially, building up those audiences, and if you can bring them along to provide that level of education to them, it's been really helpful. So right now, in the first month and a half of running our ads, we're seeing some great conversions, some campaigns that look like they're really working well, and others that just didn't. But that's part of that process, that learning process, to see that what you think is going to convert well actually doesn't. And you actually learn through this this keyword research process and everything else that, wow, there were some keywords that we didn't even think about, as now they're sort of at the top of our list, which is kind of funny in this process. So it's been good. It's been a good education process for us as well.
Good. That's great. Well, yeah, appreciate it, Clayton. Thanks for just sharing some of your thoughts here. It's pretty much all I have here.
Sure.
We'll talk to you soon.